Morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, April 6, 2016. And good morning. I'm here with my buddy Grant. Hi, Grant. Ooh, what is that you got? Is that for Ninja Turtles?
No.
Cool. Can I see your new bracelet that Grandma made you? Cool. Can you show me where your name's at on there? So Grandma embroidered his name right onto the bracelet. And how many extra bracelets you got for your friends? How many?
4.
4. For who? Who are we giving them to?
Logan.
Yep, Logan.
Angelo.
Mm-hmm. And who else? Matthew.
Jonathan.
Yep. So we got 4 extra bracelets. Oh, you're excused. Why don't you say thank you to Grandma? Thanks, Grandma.
Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma spent all last night making all those extra bracelets just for you and your buddies. So, alright, bud. Mama's going to come get you today, and Daddy's got to go to work. So, see you later.
See you later, bud.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? So I just got done dropping Grant off at daycare and headed to work. So the day today is doom and gloom. And after work today, I am headed to Lukey Doodle's house, and we're gonna discuss more about the business idea for it's gonna be called Killer Bee Imaging, KBI. Kelby. And we Luke had some other ideas of stuff he wanted to do this evening. He wanted to go do a photo shoot, a self-portrait or something. But it's raining, so screw that. Might end up changing our oil tonight. I don't know. We'll see about that. And I gotta get some food for breakfast here, so I didn't have a chance to eat. I'm gonna look through those therapy office photos one last time, then I'm going to upload them to I'm going to upload them to my proofing website and send them out today, and then I can start on the family birthday party photos from last Saturday. So this is the most work I've had all at one time in a while. Well, it's only 2 jobs, but I'm also talking about the Shutterfest images too. So my phone has just been a pile of crap lately, and it's driving me nuts. So, oh man, so I had some clips from yesterday's vlog, but Grandma made Grant this awesome bracelet, and that's what I showed you in the previous clip from this morning. And she made him one yesterday, and it's like a piece of fabric with Velcro to close it around. It's like a fabric bracelet. And then she made a little flower with a button in the middle, and she hand sewed that on, and really nice. So she made that yesterday for him, and then, or I'm sorry, 2 days ago for him, and then yesterday she improved it. So she redid it a little differently, sewed it a little nicer, I think, but then she also embroidered his name right on the bracelet with her new sewing machine. So she has this really badass Jerome or whatever sewing machine. So what else? So we did that, and then so Grant came home because she made it 2 days ago, and he wore it yesterday to school and daycare. Grant came home yesterday and was like, "Hey, I want some more for my friends." So he said he wanted to give one to Angelo, Matthew, and Jonathan. Well, Grandma's like, "Well, what about Logan?" He's like, "No, Logan wants a flash one." So the band of the bracelet was Superman, and that was all she had. So she's like, "Well, I don't have a flash one, but let's make one for Logan anyway." So she did, and then she made 4. Well, I guess she made like 5 last night because she redid Grant's, and then made 4 more. And this morning he brought him in, the 4 extra that he had. He brought him in, and he already gave one to Angelo. And I told the teachers who the other people were that were supposed to get one. But you should see the look on all the other kids' faces. They're all like, So I'm surprised that Grant didn't ask for one for Jason. Well, he did this morning. He's like, oh, I need one for Jason. So I didn't know Jason was back in his class or whatever, so he's been out of school for a while and stuff. So we still have Jason's birthday presents. Actually, that's what Grant said. He said we need to give Jason his birthday presents. So gotta schedule a time that we can hang out with them, Jason and his mom. But yeah, so that's about all that's going on. Grant got in trouble yesterday because I guess something at daycare where they were gonna go play outside, and to be able to get up and go, they had to raise their hand or something. And Grant refused to raise his hand to go play, so he had to go sit on one of the benches off on the side and not participate. So I know the teachers talked to him, Grandma talked to him, Grandpa talked to him, and then this morning I talked to him just a little bit. I said, well, hey bud, maybe, I'm like, it's okay if you didn't want to play, maybe you just wanted to sit off on the side. He's like, no, I really wanted to play. I'm like, well, next time, now you learned that if they tell you got to do that, then that's what you need to do. And he's like, well, I raised my hand twice, but they didn't see me. So I told him, I'm like, Grant, next time that happens, maybe you should go up to the teacher and say, Miss Meixsell, I'm sorry that I didn't listen before. I'd like to go play now, please. And, I raised my hand, but you didn't see it or something. So, I don't know. I kind of told him that. Last night, Grant had a meltdown because he has two bracelets. So he had his old one, this first one, and then Grandma made him a new one. Well, his first one, he had taped a bunch of stuff to it. So he made like this paper thing with buttons inside the paper, and he taped it to the fabric wristband of his first bracelet. And we were brushing our teeth, and we had the water running in the sink, and the tape gave out and it fell. The colored paper and all that fell into the sink with the water all over it, and he had a meltdown. And I told him, I'm like, well, Grant, let's take this not as a bad thing. I know you're upset, but I said, let's take this as a learning lesson. So, when they were building or making the very first bracelet, it would have been like Monday night. Grant, I think she made him just the bracelet or something. So Grant wanted to glue the button and stuff onto the bracelet. So he used his glue stick and he stuck it on there. This is Monday night. And then he realized, and then after a while it fell off. So then that was when Grandma was like, hey, why don't I sew it on? So she sewed the button and the little fake flower petals onto the bracelet by hand. And so I told him, I said, Grant, that first time you used glue, and when it fell off, you weren't happy. But the next time, we learned to make it stronger. So last night when he used tape, the tape, I told him, I'm like, hey, what we found out was that the tape wasn't strong enough. So next time, we'll use something better or different. So I'm trying to get his thought process, and that's kind of like the Three Little Pigs story with the 3 different houses, and finally there was one strong enough. And so he was really upset, but I got him to calm down, got him to think about it a little bit, and I asked him last night, I said, well, your tape wasn't strong enough. What can we use in the future or whatever that would be strong enough? So he's like, well, maybe we can use Grandpa's tape. So I was like, okay, because obviously Grandma wanted to sew whatever to be permanent pretty much. But he's really big on crafting. He's really big at doing his own crafts and all that. I was really impressed too. So last night at school, Grant, at preschool, they're incubating eggs and they're going to hatch some chicks. So they had a little piece of paper, had a picture of a chick on it, and he was supposed to decorate it, color it, whatever, and then cut it out, and then bring it to school, and they're going to hang it on the wall. Every kid will have their own. And that's what I did. I was like, you know what, because it said to work with them and do it with them, but I just handed it to him. I told him what he needed to do, and he just did it on his own. and that's what it's about. You know, I mean, when he started school and all that last year, or right when he turned 3, you know, he went to school with an IEP, so he got into preschool early, and you know, he's having problems following directions, listening, you know, sequencing, doing like 2 or 3 direction tasks, like, you know, color this, then cut it out. So it's you know, school's done amazing things for him in terms of you know, him progressing and all that stuff, and catching on. So, or catching up. So yeah, so I handed it to him. He colored it all on his own, and then when he was done, he cut it out. He did a really good job cutting it out, and I put it in his folder to bring to back to school today. So that's kind of just what's going on. So I'm not going to have Grant until next Monday. I was originally going to go to Vicky's, like, for the whole weekend this weekend, but Saturday is my dad's birthday. Like, his actual birthday's on Saturday. So the family's doing a pizza party and all that, and I'm going to try to just hit that and then take off after the party. So maybe leave by like 6. There's a 1-hour time change in Indiana. So if I leave at 6, it's like leaving at 7 their time. So I probably wouldn't get there until probably about 11 p.m. on Saturday night. So kind of sucks. I'm only going to get to see Vicky for one day. I didn't have anything planned for the weekend, but my mom shot out a text yesterday, and I don't know. For some reason I thought my dad's birthday was another week or 2 away. So it is what it is. But we'll work around it. So I know Vicky had a rough day yesterday. Grant had a hell of a day yesterday. So he had an accident in his pants at school, and then he got in trouble for not raising his hand. And then when his bracelet broke last night, he just couldn't handle it anymore and just broke down. So yesterday was a tough day for everyone. I had a tough day yesterday too. So I was spending all day working on the same computer, same server that we were working on Monday, and it ended up being an issue with the Windows operating system. It was corrupt. We had to use a Windows Server 2003 disk to restore the files and reclaim orphan files. Somehow it worked. Then it wanted to do an upgrade, or a Windows upgrade, or a Windows reinstall over top. So I needed to track down the serial key and all that. So I got the serial key off the disk. I had to rip it because no other keys would work. Ripped it off the CD itself, plugged it in, it worked, and then it got to the activation screen. Well, then the activation screen, I called Microsoft, gave them the special code, and that didn't work. I tried to activate over the internet using the serial key and all that I installed with, and it more or less said it was a pirated serial key. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know, never was able to get into the box as of the end of the day yesterday, because it said you can't log in without authenticating, or verifying, or whatever you want to call it, with Microsoft that it's genuine. So with all that, I talked to one of the teammates of the guys next door in the room next to me that have data on that machine, and they saw the machine come back up because you can ping it, and their file shares like lit back up. So they were able to like backdoor into the server and access their file shares, even though none of us admins could log into the damn machine. So I thought that was pretty cool. So they were just working on pulling all their data off and all that. So maybe we won't have to mess with it anymore today if they can get all their data. So they're just going to pluck their data off that bad machine, put it on a new server somewhere else, and we'll turn the lights off on that damn machine. So it's such a pain in the ass. Spent almost 2 days messing with that, so a lot of hours. My car's holding up good. I just need to get the oil changed and all my other odds and ends stuff. So wanted to try to do a photo shoot with Caitlin Saturday since I'll be in town. Senior photos. The problem with Saturday is it's going to be a high of 41, and we need to shoot from like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. till noon. So it's gonna be cold, and she's a little itty bitty, so she's not gonna really handle the cold well. So I don't know how that's gonna work. It is what it is, but I'm gonna sign off for now. This video's getting long, so see you out there. Okay, so we're on location with Luke Strothman here, LukeStrothmanPhotography.com, and oh, what are all those puddles, bro? Oh, yeah, okay. Is that a stick holding up the wings? What's going on over there? Alright, so I'm trying to render video in my new used laptop here in Sony Vegas, and I'm just having all kinds of problems. So I'm just trying to video it, but like Windows glitched out on the actual laptop screen. So this is set up for dual monitor, so it should be displaying on both screens, and it's not. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've rendered any video on the new laptop since I got it. I don't think I have. So, not quite sure what's going on here. Rebooted the computer a few times. Like, I don't think it's going to show up, but the timer is counting down, but the progress bar is not going up. So, and this is just a simple, small little video here. This is a Shutterfest intro with Frank Carino that I've been working on. Kind of mocked this up pretty quick and dirty, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm running the files off of an external hard drive or what, but this is bad. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to have to bring my old laptop in or something and put the hard drive back in that. Or try rendering some more videos or something, try to figure out what is going on. So I don't know if it's a display driver, if it's something else, but I was able to mock this up and everything, and trim the video files and view it in the preview window here. And just now I watched all the way until it got to this channel added on the text, and it just like glitched out. So maybe I need to check where the temporary files are being saved. Maybe there's something going on there. Maybe it's maxed out or filled up. So stay tuned for more. This seems like a bad idea. I'm just saying.
Why?
I got jack stands in my car.
So do I. You right? Hello? Is that over there? Oh, they're somewhere here.
Okay. I trust in you, Luke Strothman.
You ready to smell some fish? Put this on YouTube.
Alright, behind the scenes here, LukeyDoodlesGarage.com. Oh no. Dripping right into the intercooler. Is that your oil filter on top of the engine right there?
Yeah, bro.
Huh.
How about that?
I know Saturn used to do that on their 4 cylinders.
Who did?
Saturn.
Yeah, they got the idea from Saturn. Subaru actually is made by Saturn now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't know that.
Strong, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So we're here with Luke. We're doing double oil changes on the Subaru here. This is, what is this here?
What's what?
2015
2001
Subaru WRX Limited. Is this a Limited?
Yeah.
All right. So I talked him into changing our oil. My car's at like 4,000 or 5,000 miles since my last oil change. I actually need to use my laptop to reset the my service indicator too. So nice. All right. Uh-oh. That's a pretty good design because then the oil doesn't drip all over the goddamn place. I like that.
Yeah. But now I gotta soak that shit up.
Now you gotta soak that up, huh? Alright, this is a genuine Subaru performance parts. What you gotta do here is... Okay. Alright. Alright, so here I am under the car here, and back here it's hard to see, but there's a zip tie here, and actually they're next to each other. One on the left, one on the right. It's holding this skid plate on, plus all these friggin' bolts. So, this is 2002 technology. So Luke's Subaru, they left him a nice little hole for his drain plug, so he didn't have to remove the damn skid plate. I get the joy of doing it all. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bob's Garage. We're here with Caleb. There you go. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good, man. Happy to be in Bob's Garage today.
All right, there you go. There's my buddy Lukey Doodles. All right, so this is the first episode here featuring the stock OEM skid plate. I just wanted to get a video of where the drip marks are. I got some leaks. I'm gonna have to rebuild the motor this winter. All right. That's cool. All right, see you out there.